Last year, our agency made 250 YouTube videos for clients. This year, we've changed our approach. Here's why, what we're doing instead, and how I see signing high-ticket clients from YouTube moving forward in 2026. So first of all, our old offer was our done for you offer, where we made 4 YouTube videos a month for clients typically, and that would be strategy, ideation, scripting. They would record the video and then we would handle all of post-production, the editing, the thumbnail, SEO, and uploading the videos. 4 videos a month at $3,500 a month. That's a pretty standard offer in the YouTube agency space. Now, what I realized through doing all of that last year is that that's a good offer, and just a good offer, not a great offer, for a selective ICP, but it wasn't even a good offer for a lot of the people that we were dealing with, and I'm going to touch on various reasons why. So first of all, I think this is a good offer for people who are already established either on YouTube or elsewhere, and you can pull traction to those YouTube videos. Can be effective in gaining you hundreds and thousands of leads, booking sales calls, and generating a lot of revenue for your business. My problem stems from whenever we were working with people in the early stages of their YouTube channel. We were doing 4 YouTube videos a month. There's just a real mental deconstruct between the volume that's necessary in order for that to work, and it certainly isn't 4 YouTube videos a month. Me and my business partner Josh, we come from the gaming and entertainment space. Like, a lot of our mates have become really successful YouTubers in the UK, millions of subscribers, millions of views every month, real household names, right? They did not get there by uploading 1 YouTube video every single week and expecting to turn in the global phenomenon. That was not the case. That did not happen for anyone I know. My mates genuinely might have been uploading videos every single day, like wake up in the morning, make a video, edit it, get it out. Can I get a second one out that day? Another thing is, their growth was very rarely YouTube isolated. These people were uploading lots of content to YouTube, sure, but they had short form going out on YouTube, they had Instagram reels going out, they had TikToks going out, they might have been putting up posts on Twitter. The distribution side was way bigger than 4 YouTube videos a month. Even though I'm taking that example from the game and entertainment space of like what it needs to be successful, that's what I want to do, to rewire your brain and to be like, how much volume does this take for people to actually see my shit? More than you think. Another problem with the done for you offer, especially for people looking to build a channel from scratch and build up an expertise in YouTube, done for you isn't the perfect offer for them, because let's say you do start YouTube with an agency, you're paying an agency $3,500, $4,000 a month for 4 videos, and like you might do that for 3 to 6 months. Even if it does work and it provides a positive ROI, you don't have the means really to run that operation yourself. We have been on the problem end of this as well, where it's like we come up with all of the strategy, we give all the ideas, we write the scripts, so it's literally the client has to sit down and read what I've written for them, obviously in bullet points so that they can give value, but again, it's structured in the way that I would make videos, not necessarily how they would make videos. We're handling all the post-production on the back end, so it's my editors, it's my thumbnail designers that's making the content. So if they can't afford to pay us anymore, the whole operation disappears. Like, they don't have an editor, they don't have a designer, they also don't have the knowledge to be like, right, I'm going to make these 8 videos this month, here's how I'm going to script them, here's why they're going to work, here's my messaging in them. It was done for you, not done with you, in a way that was also, we worked together to build this not only now, but so that it can keep operating in the future. I will touch on how we're going to operate with clients moving forward later in the video. Now I want to just refocus back on how to sign high ticket clients with content in 2026. And I want to talk you through how I'm looking to do it on our end as well. So first of all, in terms of the style of the content, I think we have seen a shift. Like, I think YouTube is different. Even if we compare 2025 to 2026, it's become very evident that a lot of people's content is made by content agencies. And again, part of the problem, so like, I apologize. A lot of the content is this down the lens, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do for my content, but down the lens is going to be a smaller part of that now. I think the content that works these days is like, first of all, if I was to say one sentence to break it down, it's you have to show beyond undeniable doubt that you are who you say you are and that you're operating your business in the way that you say you're operating your business, right? Because In 2025, a lot of content was scripted, down the lens content. You didn't really have to back up a whole lot of claims. You can say anything down the lens of a camera, especially if I've read a script for you, you know what I mean? So it's like, it loses the authenticness of what YouTube content should be. YouTube content should not be some dorky guru fucking chatting to people down a camera about fucking life advice. It should be, I have this high ticket service that I'm offering. Look, ours is a YouTube agency, yours might be whatever it is. Here is how we actually operate. So for me, what that means is, right, can I do loads of videos, loads of content around case studies where it's like, right, here's how I'm actually working with our active clients, right? Another thing that we're going to try and do is, can I get lots of videos made with other entrepreneurs that are in our ICP that are also looking to sign high ticket clients from content? And instead of me just yapping down the lens some business theory about how you sign clients through content, more engaging interactive conversations with actual business owners about, right, this is exactly how I'm signing clients through YouTube, through short form content on Twitter and LinkedIn. How are you doing it? And then also like helping them with different pieces of their strategy and stuff where it's actual real business stuff. It's not down the lens chatting to a camera about nothing. As well as that, I want to show way more behind the scenes of how we actually operate. Both me, my business partner Josh, and also Alex, who is becoming quite an important part of our business in the short form side of things because we're very YouTube heavily focused, but we've got Alex now on board to handle all of our short form content distribution, which is going to be a big help to us, but also clients that we work with in the future as well. Right, so now I'm going to touch on content volume as well as content distribution, and I'm going to talk this through the lens of how I see my content moving forward. And I hope that's beneficial to you because look, I am sitting here as someone who has neglected my own content and focused on client content over the last year or two. And I'll vent my frustrations on that right at the end of this video. But for now, look, I have a small YouTube channel. So again, I am in the exact seat of my ICP. Look, I might have all the knowledge behind me, but I still have the same task ahead of me as you might have. So look, I'm not going to lie to you and say I'm looking to upload 4 YouTube videos a month. I think uploading 4 YouTube videos a month sucks for me in this current position. Like, I know we need to make 8. We need the volume out there. So very first of all, can we get 2 YouTube videos up every week? But can we do it in a way where we get content everywhere out of the one content system instead of, right, every week coming up with 2 YouTube video ideas and making all that content, but then having to start again fresh for our short form content, then having to start fresh again for our Twitter and LinkedIn content. You might have a newsletter that's part of this as well. My thinking moving forward for my content is, right, 2 YouTube videos every single week, but can we take the ideas and the topics and the discussions and the value from those videos and redistribute them in the at least 5 pieces of short form content that week that can go on YouTube Shorts, it can go on Instagram Reels, it can go on TikTok. Similarly then, can we get text-based content on Twitter and LinkedIn extracted from that content as well? And similarly, can we get a value-driven newsletter based on the value we're already giving out through the YouTube content? Do you see the difference in this operation compared to just uploading 4 YouTube videos a month and leaving it dead at that? Like, you're talking about 8 YouTube videos every month for a start, then you're also talking about 20 or 30 pieces of short form content on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, maybe even on LinkedIn, which could be like 250 different touch points there already. Then Twitter and LinkedIn text-based content, you might get 20 or 30 pieces out on both platforms in a month as well. In terms of the mental capacity to come up with the strategy and the ideation and stuff from the YouTube end is minimal compared to all of the content that you get out of it, to the point where it almost seems idiotic just to make 4 YouTube videos and leave it at that and just expect that they work for you. Like, when I tell you this is what I'm doing, I think you should do the same. Like, I think you should push more volume and push it everywhere and keep reiterating then on what's working. Another problem I have with content and content agencies at the minute, and when I say this, I'm genuinely talking about myself as well as everyone else, so I don't want to see this as like an attack on anyone, because it's an attack on me as much as it is anybody else. I made 250 YouTube videos for clients last year. How many did I make for myself? 6 or something? Like, come on, what the fuck is good? And like, I'm saying this as like, you can see the frustration as I say this, right? Everyone else is doing the same. Like, I'll literally show up like different content agencies, like big content agencies, really successful content agencies. They're producing class results for their clients, but just not uploading content from themselves. Like, I don't care how anyone else runs their business. They can do whatever they want. See, for me, see, because I know how powerful YouTube content can be, it just eats me alive, because I know that if we were putting all this focus on our content instead of placing sole focus on clients' content and not even thinking about doing it for ourselves, we would be in a much better place now, because like these things take a long time to build. It might take a year, 2, 3, 5 years, but what you can do on YouTube and with content in 3 to 5 years is astronomical. So I want to be placing so much of our focus on that now so that we don't make that mistake again. I have shut down our done for you operations temporarily. I have focused our internal team on my content now. So it's like our YouTube content, our short form content and where it's going, our Twitter and LinkedIn presence, because I want to back up exactly what I say we are now. This is how to sign high-ticket clients from YouTube content and elsewhere. So this is exactly what I want to be doing myself, not implementing all the strategies for someone else and sitting on the sidelines. Not for me. So what we've done is this: we've built out a very good done with you offer instead of done for you, where we'll work with you one-on-one in your business over 90 days to help you build out an in-house content production system and YouTube sales funnel that you can manage and run without us after 90 days. You'll have your own editor, your own designer, and you'll have 90 days of back and forth with us on strategy calls, as well as our content review system, where you'll completely understand your own YouTube strategy. You'll know how to generate good ideas. You'll know how to write scripts that create good videos. You'll know how to deliver a good YouTube video on camera, and you'll know how to handle all the post-production in terms of managing editors, designers, etc. So look, that's the honest update as to where we're at as a YouTube agency and how I see the YouTube agency space as such. The 2026 way to create content is very much be in control of the operation, own your own content distribution, have your own editors, have your own designers, and understand the process entirely, rather than having all these wee fraction things outsourced to different agencies. Have one coherent, cohesive content system. If you want help with that, our Done With You program is linked at the top of the description. We also have our video course at a fraction of the price if you want to study all our content on how to sign high-ticket clients from YouTube, but want to actually do the whole thing yourself at a fraction of the cost. It's there. Either way, I appreciate you watching to the end of this video, and I will catch you in the next one.